Advertisers can create a healthier, more respectful ad ecosystem that doesn't impact revenue by providing value to the advertiser. We find here at Hearst Newspapers and Television that transparency is so important. So we have a deeply engaged audience that is seeking credible information. They do that by paying for a subscription or watching our news channels. And we find that the best way to really reach the buy side is by biasing towards the signals that they find performant. So we are constantly in conversation with many of our largest advertisers and agencies to find ways that we can create value, but that is also creating a space for them to engage with our amazing audiences. And that may mean um, having a potentially lighter ad map. That may mean in certain areas providing relevant utilities to our users that our advertisers are able to sponsor. But it also is ways that we can have that advertiser have an open dialogue and communication with a lot of our local audiences.
So, what do you say to advertisers who've totally written off news sites as a brand safe environment?
I tell them it's a miss, to be honest. Our journalism connects with a deeply engaged audience who are actively seeking credible information. So we feel that it's a powerful environment for brands. I think the idea that news is not unsafe is outdated. There's a lot of modern verification technologies and contextual tools to allow them to run with confidence. But I think something that we do rather uniquely is we have a lot of publisher level signals and protections that give advertisers additionally another layer of confidence to buy our inventory and know that we can tie back into key KPIs and performance metrics. I think walking away from that premium audience is an area where there's a missed opportunity to just align with a really active community of people.
Talk to me a little bit about how advertisers can better partner with premium news publishers.
Honestly, I believe the partnership really starts with collaboration and transparency. Advertisers who lean in with us often see much better results at the end of the day. So for us, understanding what a key KPI is, what they're looking for, where they are tying back their performance better helps us understand how to set up those buys. But I think the other thing that is important to understand is that we offer a lot of really robust first party data. Hearst has been around for 130 plus years. We do a lot of amazing storytelling. So for us, we believe we can better target a brand safe, brand suitable environment and allow them to reach a audience that is looking to connect with their brand. And I think one way we do that is that about only 30% of our news, I would say, is more hard news, politics news. We often joke internally that we write about your house and not the White House. So we tend to really tout the content that we are writing that might not be initially top of mind when someone is coming to buy from a news brand. But we have fantastic lifestyle content, food and drink content. We write actively about high school sports and the journey that a lot of those players are taking into their college careers. And then we've also pivoted quite a bit into more of a utility offering where we have gotten into outdoor content and hiking trails and reviewing ski slopes and really the traffic to those ski slopes. So I think there's a really great environment where we can really cater a buy to however that buyer is looking to buy. And the thing I'll say is the the one of the amazing things about news is we cover everything. We're really not a one-stop shop, so we can craft a more performant buy that is speaking to not only the buyer's audience but to our audience as well.
There's a lot of hurdles these days, like cookie deprecation and privacy regulations. So, how are you rethinking audience targeting for Hearst?
We've been operating much more ahead of the pack, I think, than some others. We've really leaned into privacy first solutions. I think one of the beautiful things about Hearst is we've been around for so long, and as a result, we've been really smart about the first party data that we have. We also, again, have a really engaged, logged in audience who are all people who are paying their hard-earned dollars to read our content, and we don't take that for granted. With that being said, though, we are rethinking about how we utilize that first-party data, one from an audience and consumer standpoint to provide better journalism, better recommendations, and better content and storytelling. But we're also trying to find better ways that we can help advertisers find audiences that they can't find elsewhere. And that takes the form of understanding what signals are the most important. Is there potential lean in to operate in with clean room technologies? But given this audience is so logged in, we have a high bias for addressable audiences, and we can reach them across Firefox, Safari, a lot of areas that maybe the advertiser wouldn't be able to understand. And I think it just speaks more to that premium nature of that audience.
Looking ahead, where do you see programmatic heading?
Yeah, great question. I think the future programmatic is going to be about quality and relevance and not just scale. A vision that we have is really creating a transparent marketplace that allows advertisers to buy with confidence. And we are continuing to stay ahead of every privacy first change or solution out in the industry. We firmly believe that by leading with a privacy first mindset, it's going to allow us to better hedge against any changes in the future. But additionally, it's a big focus of ours is to double down on our core key products of quality journalism, contextual relevancy, and all offering just amazing addressable premium audiences. So if we put our audiences at the center of what we're trying to do, we believe we can build lasting trust in the programmatic ecosystem and still be able to be performant even in a world with less cookies.